What's up, guys? Charmel from 7z.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a pretty simple YouTube intro. Let's take a look at it. Alright guys, this is going to be a simple little intro for new After Effects users. Basically, if you're an advanced user, this tutorial you probably already know how to do it, but if you don't, alright, just stay here and watch it. Alright, you're going to start off by making a new comp. Let's do 1280 by 720, 10-second orientation. Alright, so what we're going to start off with is you're going to want to make a shape, and if you have a fill here, what you're going to do is you're going to alt-click until you get this blank square with the red line through. That means your fill is turned off, and then you're going to want to adjust your stroke to whatever you want to set it at. Like, I'm just going to put it at 4 for this tutorial. Alright, so we're going to click the shape layer. Now that we got everything, we're going to make a square. If you hold the shift key, it'll control it proportionally. Let's see, I'm going to move it to the center. Alright, that looks good to me. Now what we're going to do to make the... Actually, first what we're going to do, I'm just going to make all the layers that I want real quick. So, let's just do... what font do I want? Let's just use the same font I used that you saw in the preview. Alright, we're just going to put 7 cents. Alright, so we're going to do 7S. Oops. Alright, so let's just resize this proportionally. Like I said, if you hold shift, then you can resize it proportionally. Alright, so let's see, we got that. Alright, now for my underlying text, oops, I'm gonna just use like, I'm just gonna put 7 cents tutorials. And I think a more simple, like, less bold font like that should be used, so I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use Courier. No, I don't like that. Trying to remember which font I used in the preview. Is it just Courier? Nope. Let's just go with Courier New. Actually, I think this is the font I used in the preview. Let's see, apparently I don't know how to spell 7 cents, so I'm gonna make sure the S is capitalized. Alright, so let's resize this now. Let's see, I think that's too long of a length, so I'm gonna put it down on 2 lines, and I'm gonna center the font. If I can remember how to... There it is. Now it's already centered, what the fuck? There we go, that's better. Alright, so I'm gonna move this stuff up because it's kind of in the way. Alright, so I think that's the basic idea I want to do. Maybe, let me change this tutorials, let me make this bold, just give it more of a distinct look. Or I think 7 cents might look better bolded. Regular bold. What? I don't like that either. Wow, I just failed hard. Undo. Let me try making this a different font maybe and see if that looks cooler. Because I just don't like them. They look kind of weird with the same text. So let's try. Let's try this font. And we'll try bolding this and see how it looks. Let's do Arial black. Or no, I don't like that. Super bold. Yeah, it looks pretty. I like that. For this one though, I'm gonna space out the tutorials. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let me just fix that. I'm gonna give the tutorials a little bit of a spacing, so let me just move it until I find one that I like. That looks about good. Alright, so we got our initial layers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hide these. Alright, now you're gonna want to go in here and you're gonna look in your effects panel and you're gonna find an effect called Right On. Alright, we're gonna drag it over our shapes layer. This right here, the circle dot right here, this is your brush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it up at the top of my line. I'm gonna change the brush size. Let's make it like a 10. I'm gonna make it 10, not 140, 10. Alright, so we can see, I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit. Alright, so that looks about good. That'll cover our line pretty good. So we're gonna do take our brush position. Oops, I'm just go down here. Right on brush position. Alright, and what we're gonna do, first we're gonna set the paint style to reveal original image. As you can see here, it makes a line where the text will be, or not where the text, or where the line would be. So we're gonna line it up like that, and we're going to take the brush position. We're gonna set a keyframe. Alright, and now we're gonna just go frame by frame. So if you just press the page down key a couple times, and then just start to move your brush across, and if you hold the shift key, it'll keep it like in a row. And you're gonna want to start so it doesn't make the line look jagged. You're gonna want to put a keyframe like in between, like halfway in between each one of these dots that you can see. Alright, so I'm gonna move it again, make new keyframe, and move it to the middle. Keyframe, move it. You guys probably get the idea by now. Oops, I made too many. See, that's what I went straight across like I just told you guys not to. Alright, keyframe there about the middle. Down a couple more frames. Alright, let's put it. Oops, that doesn't look good. Alright, and if it gets jagged like that, just make a new keyframe right there and just keep going on. New keyframe. And for those people that are brand new to After Effects and don't know what I just did, if you are zoomed in too far and you want to move your viewing area real quick, you just hold the H key and drag. You can move your viewing area around. Alright, drag down. Yeah, alright, let's put it there. I'll probably fast forward this for you guys. I don't know. If you guys just want to fast forward through this part when I upload the tutorial, you can, because this it's pretty basic. I'm sure you guys get what I'm doing. You're just paging down and then just making a new keyframe. You're just moving the brush a little bit by bit. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Let's zoom out to 50%. And let's do a little RAM preview. Pretty basic. Just your little square. Alright, so now that we got our square complete, you're gonna apply really text file you are, not text file, sorry. You're gonna apply like whatever kind of, however you want to bring your gosh, I can't think right now. However you want to bring your shapes in. So okay, and my mouse is up there, that's why. Alright, so we're gonna hide that, and this is where our square is complete. So I'm gonna take my text layers, I'm gonna drag it there. I'm just gonna drag it there for now. Alright, so there's our text layers. I'm gonna unhide them now. So as you can see, there you go. That's completed, and this comes in with nothing right now. So what I'm gonna do is, for the 7S, I think I'm just going to apply a simple fade in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend it back a little bit. Alright, and then I'm gonna go here to the beginning of the text clip, set a keyframe, put the opacity down to 0, go a couple keyframes ahead, or a couple frames ahead, and bring it back up to 100. So this should create a nice little simple fade in. Oh, I want it a little bit longer than that. And if you hit F9, it'll make it smooth the transition a little bit better, and not just seems like it all of a sudden is there and just hits a hard impact. This is good when you're doing like fly-ins from the side and stuff. Alright, so we got that, and actually I think I'm going to do 2 different effects for the 7-cents tutorial. So I'm going to split the layer. I'm going to take this text and remove it and make a new text layer for the tutorials part. Alright, I'm going to position it. I think it should be a little bit smaller text size, because the 7-cents is the main thing we want. Let's do a 55 and see how that looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright, so position it back up. And you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard to position it slightly, so that way you can get the precise position you want it to be in. Alright, so now that we got that, we got a little fade in for the 7S. Alright, now we're gonna take these clips, and I think I'm going to, for the 7-cents, I think I'm going to have it flip in. So I'm going to make all of these a 3D layer. Alright, so I'm going to take the 7-cents, I'm going to hide the tutorials for now. I think I'm going to take 7-cents and do transform, and do, I think it's X rotation. Yep. I'm going to set my X rotation to -90, and that'll lay it flat. And I'm going to set a keyframe here, go a couple keyframes ahead, and I'm going to make it go back to 0. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So it should do a little up, yeah. You can just see it does a little up movement. I want the thing to be a little bit longer than that. I'm going to extend the keyframe. And this is where the F9, or if you hit F9 on your, if you're on a Mac, I'm not sure what it is on a, or not on a Mac, sorry, on a PC, I'm not sure what it is on a Mac. So it does like that, and here I'm going to take this, and I'm going to apply an opacity, a fade into it, so it doesn't just look like so abruptly there. So we'll put that down to 0, bring that here, put it down to, put it back up to 100. And that gives it a nice little fade in, so it doesn't look like it's just there all of a sudden. And I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with tutorials, but I think I do, so just bear with me here for a second. Let's do X rotation again. I don't think I even have that at the beginning of the clip. There we go. Alright, so it's at the beginning of the clip now. Let's take it back. Let's do a 90 rotation on that. Alright. Oh, we might want to unhide it. And let's take it to the same spot that this keyframe was in, and bring it back to 0. And let me see how this looks. I'm going to take that, make it come to the top, and the opacity, I'm going to set it back, do a fade in again. So opacity 0, and then go back here, make this 100. Alright, so let's see how this looks. don't know if I really like. Here, let me do it negative 90 again instead of positive 90. Let me see how this looks. Negative 90. I don't really like that either. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the X rotation altogether. I think I'm gonna make it fly in from the bottom. So we'll take this down here, drag it out of the frame. We'll apply a position key point, go up to this frame, and we'll apply a movement to it. So about right there. Actually, let me see how something looks. Yeah, about right here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, we're gonna hit F9. F9. Alright, let's see how this looks. I'm gonna make this happen a little bit later because it just looks kind of weird the way they both come in at the same time. So we'll have the 7 sins come in, and then we'll start this effect. Alright, so 7 sins tutorials. Alright, let's see how this looks with the RAM preview. I want to come in a little bit faster than it does. And just for the hell of it, let's apply a motion blur to it. Alright guys, I think I basically got the effect that I want to do here. Now when you guys are doing this on your own, you guys can tweak with it and whatever you want to do. You can make fly-ins, make text glow, all kinds of things like that. So that's it for me. Tremel, this has been a tutorial by 7sins.com. See you guys later. Peace.